The driver charged forward like he was invincible, blowing past the red lights and lowered barriers, only to learn that luck doesn't ride with arrogance, especially in anything but a red car. With the confidence of a stuntman, the driver played chicken with a speeding train, edging close to a Darwin Award in a gamble no one ever wins. The truck stalled mid-track, frozen in disaster's grip. Then came not one, but two relentless trains that crushed it so perfectly, it left behind nothing worth fixing. The truck driver followed every rule to the letter, but fate doesn't care about caution. When the train came, it rewrote the script in seconds.
Presidential primaries on the calendar, Bernie Sanders addressed his supporters last night from his home in Vermont. NPR's Sam Sanders says the senator spoke about Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump in a live video stream.
Sanders talked for 23 minutes last night.
The SUV launched into the crossing like it was chasing Vin Diesel's legacy, but the Brightline train didn't need NOS to win. One brutal impact proved speed isn't just about engines, it's about inevitability. Lady Luck clocked in with seconds to spare. A mother and her two kids escaped the car just before the train obliterated it, turning a near tragedy into a miracle of instinct. Blasting through the flooded tracks like a runaway speedboat, this train didn't just defy the storm. It looked ready to launch a scenic river cruise service. Challenging a train is a one-way ticket to disaster. What's left behind is a mangled vehicle, a sky-high repair bill, and no chance to hit rewind. Just moments before departure, the front locomotive and rear carriage seemed to feud like stubborn siblings, neither willing to cooperate, stranding the whole train in mechanical silence. Chicago watched in disbelief as a train took an unscheduled flying lesson. Too bad the tracks weren't cleared for takeoff. A bus stalled dead center on the tracks, and with no time to brake, the train tore through it like paper, splitting it clean in half, but mercifully, no one was aboard. In Pittsburgh, a freight train leapt off its rails, sending 7 cars tumbling onto the streets. Containers, including ones packed with Listerine, dangled dangerously as the city ground to a chaotic halt, though miraculously no one was hurt. At Thailand's Maeklong Railway Market, vendors vanish faster than a flash sale. One train barrels through, and in seconds, everything's back in place like it never happened. During the Bishwa Itema festival, Bangladesh's trains turn into rolling crowds. Millions pack inside and out, clinging to every inch of space, even the rooftops, turning each carriage into a moving sea of devotion. A girl sprinted across the tracks just seconds before a Metro Express train thundered past. Her escape was so close, it felt like time held its breath. Unbelievable doesn't even begin to cover it. What this driver did wasn't just reckless, it crossed into criminal, the kind of stunt that screams for a revoked license and a courtroom date. This story hits like an emotional roller coaster. First, the panic as the bus froze on the tracks, then relief as every passenger escaped, and finally the heart-stopping shock of a train slamming through, a miracle that no one was injured. When you rely on memory over what's right in front of you, that familiar intersection can turn on you in a heartbeat. Bam. One mistake and a brutal new lesson is carved into reality.
Johnny!
Sometimes danger hides in plain sight. By the time you recognize it, it's too late, which is why keeping a safe distance is never optional. It's survival. When driving becomes instinct and reaction blends with precision, it's no longer just transportation, it's art. And this move earns a spot in the Hall of Elite Reflexes. If these moments had you gripping your seat, imagine what's coming next. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the madness, miracles, and metal-twisting mayhem that make each second unforgettable. Stay sharp, drive safe, and never challenge a train.